Good morning, everyone. This is Abigail Rivasio Cabias, and today I'll be presenting to you my persuasive speech about the advantages of not being in a relationship. So, being single isn't always a walk in the park, especially when movies and television shows seem to push the concept that you aren't truly complete until you have found a significant other. So much for that. A 2008 study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology found that single people are often thought to be unhappy. But experts say these stereotypes couldn't be farther from the truth. And there are actually plenty of benefits that come along with living your life free of a romantic relationship. First, your mind isn't cluttered. Believe it or not, relationships are mentally expensive. Intimacy and partnership takes up a lot of space in our heads. Even though much of these are happening unconsciously, there's simply a lesser capacity for individually focused thought. Conversely, being single is an act of purging the clutter and making room for new thoughts to breathe and grow. Second, you are more open to whatever life throws your way. Being single can make people more willing to roll with the punches. It's almost like you have no choice. When you are alone, you have to be more self sufficient. Next, you have time to get in touch with yourself. People say a lot of times when they are in a relationships that they have lost themselves. And that's largely because we stop doing things independently. People risk losing touch with themselves because they have less time alone to focus on their own personal development. When we are alone, it creates opportunity for being more in touch with the something inside of you. Another, you have a chance to figure out what you want out of life. So look at being single as your chance to figure out your own personal mission statement. This is the critical time to figure out who you are and what you stand for. When we were not in a relationship, we really have some time to get clear about what matters to us and what we value. And this is the time that we can recalibrate and reflect the lessons learned from past relationship. Next, it's a chance to become financially responsible. One of the perks people often attribute to relationship is the ability of both partners to share responsibilities and financial burdens. But experts say if you are single, it gives or it can incentivize you to be more frugal and financially independent. When you are alone and don't share expenses with someone else, you push yourself to be more advanced and to become more resourceful because you're not relying on someone else to cover your expenses, right? Another, you can make self-care a priority. Partnership can be wonderful, yes. We have someone with whom to share our ups and downs as they do with us. But when we are alone, we required to focus on the areas of our lives that needs attention. There's no distraction that pulls us away from our own self-care and personal development. And lastly, you learn to enjoy your own company. Being single doesn't necessarily need to be synonymous with being lonely. In fact, experts say you can actually gain an appreciation for time alone. When we learn to enjoy being alone, we become more selective about the company we choose and spending time with those who improve our lives and to those who contribute to our own well-being. So those are the advantages of not being in a relationship. Thank you for watching and have a great day.